If you can't defend the price of your solution, you are a pretty miserable excuse for a salesperson. Baby, this is basic. You have to know how to get this right, or your sales career will go up in smoke pronto. Welcome back to this weekly edition every Monday of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy, president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, and best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery and Japan Business Mastery. We are bringing the show to you from our studio in our High Performance Center here in Akasaka in the Business Center of Tokyo in Minato-ku. Why the cutting edge? In this show, we are looking at the critical areas for success in business in Japan. We want to help advance everyone's thinking so that we can all be at the forefront, at the cutting edge of how to flourish here in this market. This is episode number 128, and we are talking about defending your price. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. Salespeople don't set the price of what they sell. This is usually an obscure outcome decided by someone else inside the machine. It might actually be an elaborate process where multiple variables are carefully calibrated, mathematically there are formulae applied and a price is arrived at. Or it might be a slightly moist index finger boldly thrust skyward to come up with a number. The latter is often the case when arriving at pricing for services. Regardless, the salesperson task is to sell at that price. This is where we get into trouble. Salespeople are total wimps when it comes to price. We have learnt that getting a sale is what counts, and price is an obstacle in that process. If you're on a fixed salary and bonus or base and commission, the two usual cases in Japan, we get paid when we make a sale. Do we know the profit margin attached to each sale? Usually no. And actually, we don't often care either, as long as we get paid. We are just happy to A, not get rejected by the buyer, and B, get a win. However small, our total self-esteem is totally tied up with getting sales, modest in size or otherwise. The instinct of the salesperson then is to make the price as malleable as possible. Offering a discount seems a good way to get the buyer in a good mood and more likely to give us a yes. This reduced price immediately impacts our commission, and if we keep doing this, will also impact our bonus and job security as we don't bring in enough revenue relative to the target. The key problem is that the salespeople often don't believe in their own product or service. Because of this, they can discount with gay abandon. This is a short-term gain for long-term pain. The ability to meet the price requirement is a critical piece of the salesperson's skill set. Dropping the price may be easy, but we never build the skills to really succeed in this profession. It usually is a path to our removal by the sales manager who understands we are unable to sell. Amateur salespeople, when they don't believe in the price, start right off the bat with a discounted offer. They say stupid things like, normally the price is X, but I'm going to offer it to you for Y. Or, if you buy 2, I'll drop the price by X. The client hasn't even requested a discount, begun haggling, attempted to massage the ask, and yet, lo and behold, a miracle has just popped up without warning. This tactic may be misinterpreted by salespeople who don't know what they're doing as building trust and a good relationship with the client. That is a false dawn of hope on the part of our intrepid hero or heroine. Thanks to volunteering an unprompted price cut, the client now understands that your firm are a bunch of liars who say one thing but do another. They also know you are a tricky bunch who are trying to snow buyers with your fiction pricing magic. They don't see the gratuitous lower price as a bargain. They see that as the starting point in a negotiation to drive the price even lower. By having a listed price and immediately offering a lesser price, the buyer feels you cannot be trusted because you cannot even defend what you say is the value of your offering. Find out more when we come back from the break. If you want to sell more and do it more easily, do the Winning with Relationships selling course. If you can't build trust, no sale. Can't design excellent questions to understand the client's needs, no sale. Can't present the solution convincingly, no sale. Can't handle objections properly, no sale. Can't close, no sale. Master the sales process by doing the Winning with Relationships selling course now in either Japanese or English. The bestseller, Japan Sales Mastery, is the new Bible of selling in Japan. To sell to Japanese buyers, you need to create long-term partner-level trust, fully understand Japanese buyers' real needs, convince buyers with your solutions, overcome their hesitation, fear, and doubt, know how to ask for the order, ensure repeat orders. This book is the product of 30 plus years in the trenches selling in Japan. Order Japan Sales Mastery now. Welcome back. By dropping the price so quickly, the whole question of perceived value is brought into fundamental disrepute. There is no fixed price for this sale, and therefore no equivalent particular value attached to it either. We are now in the Wild West of selling, where the only rule is the right of force, and the buyer has the Gatling gun, and we have a water pistol. The salesperson's job is to pour on the value explanation and show why this pricing is fair and reasonable, fully justified and easily defensible. If they do need to meet the buyer's restricted budget or need to allow the buyer to save face with their bosses, then any discounting should be in the first instance attached to volume purchases. If they buy more, then the price can be adjusted. The amount reduced should be a smallish amount as part of the first offer. Remember, we are now off the paved highway and are hacking our way through the dense brush of a negotiated agreement where there are no maps, no signposts, and no Fifth Cavalry about to come to the rescue over the sand dunes. If the price point is to be assaulted, then the reduction should be small and fought heroically all the way. Do not go for round number drops or large number drops. Go down in drips and drabs. The client will feel much better knowing that they got a legitimate discount against the usual price because they extracted that right out of the salesperson's hide rather than the salesperson rolled over right from the get-go. When that happens, they doubt everything about you and your company because your pricing seems bogus. Never drop your price. Defend your price with value. Resist reductions all the way down and extract some form of quid pro quo against volume purchases. If you buckle, you will be destroying the brand positioning, and the credibility of the firm. You may lose some sales. These are usually people who cannot afford you anyway. If you believe in the value of what you are selling, don't give in. Defend. Show value. Fight, fight, fight. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show is here to help you succeed in Japan. Subscribe on YouTube. Share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Thank you for watching this episode, and remember to hit the subscribe button. Our website details are on screen now. enjapan.dalecarnegie.com. It's awesome value, so check it out. Please leave me some feedback on YouTube. I would love to know how this show has helped and, well, what other topics you are interested in for me to cover. Remember, I am here as a free resource to help you. So just tell me how I can help you best. You might also enjoy my other weekly shows. For podcasts, Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's the podcast version. Tuesday for the Presentations Japan series. Wednesdays for the Sales Japan series. Thursdays for the Leadership Japan series. And Fridays for the Japan Business Mastery Show podcast. Now you get these wherever you get your podcasts. Also, on Fridays I release my other TV show, the Japan Business Mastery Show on YouTube. In episode number 129, we are talking about switching your mindset about putting things off. Find out more about that next week. So, yoroshiku onegai itashimasu. Please join me for the next episode of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. We are here to help you. We've only got one direction in mind for you and your business, and that is up.